Hey, what's up? Before you start the game, I'd like to tell you why I've made this quiz, aka episode 12, in the first place. You see, recently there have been some issues on Twitch revolving around the use of copyrighted material, audio material, which resulted in some streamers getting DMCA strikes on their channel. And ever since then, a lot of the streamers I watch, especially those of whom I am aware play my quiz live on their stream, have switched over to using or playing sounds in the background which are either purely from the game they're playing or from other video games instead. And because of this, I have decided to act. What this means is that I have decided to create new sound effects as well as music for the quiz. I'm sorry, but this is because of the original. I'm sorry, but this is because the original audio falls under copyright. And the person behind it is Sony. And you don't want to aggro Sony, especially since copyright material seems to have become a very sensitive thing on Twitch recently. And rather than create a video which would have been like a compilation of all the sounds I have put together, I decided to put them into context for testing. And you are the ones who are going to help me test them. All I ask of you to do is one thing only, as with every quiz I upload. Play the game, and after you're done, let me know what you think of the new audio that I have made. The audio is a compilation of sound effects and music that I have derived from these three games: Warcraft 3, World of Warcraft, and Hearthstone. Because I thought it would be the most fitting if I use Warcraft sounds for a Warcraft quiz. Also, I've given the quiz a graphical facelift too. Let me know what you think about the new UI elements as well. That's it, and with that out of the way, head on over to the video description below, find the link to start the game, or if this is your first time, stay. The video will show you a tutorial on how to play the game. Thank you, and enjoy. I'm looking forward to your feedback. Hopefully, I've done a good job. There are two pseudo modes you can play in. The two modes are Studio Mode and Standard Mode. There is no button you need to click on to choose one of these modes. It is simply a way on how you can approach the quiz. In Studio Mode, you are allowed access to 2 extra lifelines, in addition to a 50-50 lifeline, phone a friend and ask the audience, or chat if you are a streamer. Studio Mode is for players with people watching them and want to include them in the game. Phone a friend lets you ask one of your selected friends or colleagues for help with a question. Ask the audience, or chat if you're a streamer, lets you ask your audience or chat for help by letting them vote for what they think is the correct answer. For this, I recommend using a straw poll. Standard Mode is for players who are alone and friendless in the cold emptiness of their parents' social life. In other words, you're the only one playing it in the comfort of your home or on your phone in a bus, whatever. If you're the kind of person I've just described, then Standard Mode is for you. It's like Studio Mode, except you've only got access to a 50-50 lifeline. Consider this an opportunity to face a greater challenge. Now listen, the point of the game is to answer all 15 questions correctly without a single mistake. Originally, if you fail, it is over. But I'm not stupid and I need views, so I want you to focus on getting all 15 questions right. No mistakes, no cheating. However, in the event that you get a question wrong, you can continue to play the game and instead simply start counting how many questions you've gotten right and how many you've gotten wrong. Now, you might be new to this game and have no idea what is going on. Let me give you a quick rundown of how it works. The WoW Neckbeard quiz series is a game that consists of 15 questions which, in ascending order, increase in difficulty. Questions are themed around all things Warcraft: lore, gameplay, PvE, PvP, geography, etc, 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 all of which are influenced by a certain theme. Each question includes 4 options, one of which is the correct answer. You must select the correct answer in the video description to progress further. Unfortunately, the game is unmoderated. I have no way of knowing what is happening on and behind your screen, and I would rather not know. Therefore, you have complete leeway to play the game in any way you want. For maximum entertainment and spice. However, I strongly suggest that you follow the rules. Here they are. Always keep the volume at a reasonable level to hear the music and the video dialogue. Trust me, this is important. Absolutely no cheating. No use of third-party websites or friends telling you what is the correct answer to a question unless it's part of a lifeline. No skipping the videos unless you have seen it for the second time throughout. You must answer all 15 questions correctly, and you can only use each lifeline once. What is a lifeline? It's something to help you out if you're struggling with a question. After the 5th question, you will get access to a 50-50 lifeline, which you can use to eliminate 2 incorrect answers, leaving you with a correct answer and 1 incorrect answer. 2 questions are marked as checkpoints. These are questions 5 and 10. What does this mean? Well, imagine you have lost on question 7. This means that your best progress will drop down to having answered the first 5 questions correctly. If you lose on question 14, your best progress will drop down to having answered the first 10 questions correctly. Now, I hope I have explained the whole thing as best as I could. I think it is time at last to start the game. Do this by finding a link in the video description below. Click on it and have fun.